Yeah, I'm getting some lag because oh god, it's happening again.
Oh no.
No!
Well, you're still alive on my screen.
Not for long. Oh! Wait, are we good? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Oh shit, my voice
So
chant. Like, it
let's
says that
see.
what the fuck is happening?
Needeth more engines.
Huh. So, like, Discord is saying that the voice status is, like, dicks. It's, like, dead.
Hmm.
That's weird. So yeah, I died.
I'm gonna see if I can get a tank and come help.
Yeah, because the bugs totally murdered my ass. Like, the tank basically just stopped.
Ah,
Yeah.
that is not a
Yeah.
nice thing for the tank to do.
Yeah, well, I think it was definitely on my end, because chat was saying that there was some other shit going on, too. So I think that things actually just, like, kind of ceased. Where is the shame chest? Is it one of these guys? Looking for the chest that has all the pistols.
Yeah.
I don't see the pistol chest. Oh, there it is. Get out of here, you stinky pistol. And also you yellow garbage bullets. You know what, Killer? There's worse. I feel like there could be, like, there's worse things to have in your mind. Or in your, stuck in your head. A personal laser defense. Right, then we're gonna have to get power armor.
Defense sounds cool.
So it takes like a half an hour, or not a half an hour, like 10 minutes for your thing to despawn?
Yeah. Yeah. Got a 10-minute grace period.
Yeah, Dewo, like, it's funny because it seems very overwhelming at first, but when you actually start playing it, it's very, like, one thing at a time. You know what I mean? Like, there's always one problem that presents itself once you track things back to their root, which is nice, I mean, sometimes it's difficult to not address, but to diagnose what the problem is, but, like, once you are able to, yeah. Actually, can I even get to my body without getting murdered? Yeah, that seems like it might not be possible. You said you're getting a tank, right?
Yeah, slowly.
Okay.
Where are our red circuits?
Oh, fuck, that's right. All my cannon shells. It's like I had like a backup stack of a stack and a half of cannon shells on that tank. Damn it. And a lot of, well, whatever. I mean, it's cannon shells and red bullets. It's not that big a deal. I'll wait for you over by the nuclear, not nuclear, the uranium mine.
Good.
See, like, that's what happens to me with things like RimWorld and Oni. But, like, with Factorio, for whatever reason, it doesn't happen. And I think it's because I can break the problems down more easily, if that makes sense. Holy shit, this iron mine is going off.
Yeah, that's a huge iron mine.
Yeah, pole dancing coverage. There you go.
Red circuits, please.
A little bit. Oh, shit. Blue, man, how are you doing, brother? Also, hey, by the way, I know that you like platformers and shit. You ever heard of RimWorld? You ever heard of RimWorld? If you haven't, now's the best time to get into it.
Oh, train out of fuel.
Without a doubt. So that's personal laser defense acquired. We could do weapon shooty speed. I like that. Dude, if Blue plays Rain World, you know I'm going to be there for, like, every one of those streams. Like, my wife will be like, hey, we spending time together tonight? I'll be like, no. I'm watching Blue play Rain World. I think we actually have a factory that's making tanks.
It wasn't loaded with parts.
Oh.
That's the problem.
Oh. Understood.
But got a new one.
Let's
All
go.
it needs is engines, so...
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, you know, that's just how it is sometimes, you know? Like, some games just don't click with some people, and that's totally fine.
I will have a tank in a couple of seconds.
Yeah. No, Rain World is definitely one of those games that, it can... Like, I feel like the game works for me because I can beat my head against something forever. And, like, you know, I could beat my head against the brick wall, and the brick wall would eventually surrender. But for other people, that's not how things go, you know what I mean? And that can be very bad. Gotcha. Yeah, I adore Rain World. It's actually, like, one of my very favorite games ever. Strangely enough, yeah, but here's the thing.
Trains.
I don't care for
so sluggish on coal.
Most grindy games, but, like, certain types of grind I'm totally cool with. Like, I love the grind in Valheim, but, like, for example, grinding Pokemon stuff, that would just piss me off. I can't do it. Like, when I tried playing Pokemon Sword and Shield...
I didn't bring any flame or fuel, but...
The other stuff, I was just like, no, I can't do this shit. I just can't. Yeah, I just can't do it, dude. Yeah, it's interesting because I think that, like, part of it is, like, it's I don't know how to describe it. There's just certain aspects of it that I'm like, yeah, this works for me. Grindy games are your jam? Dude, more power to you. Because there are other grindy games that I like. MMOs tend to be pretty grindy, and I used to love playing MMOs, but they also take over my life, so I can't play them anymore. Yeah. Alright, I gotta find Allie on here. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. I'm coming!
I had to make a hole in the wall.
I'm just north of you. I'm coming. I'm gonna jump in the tank. If that's alright.
Sounds good.
Oh, no, I mean, like, I'm gonna... you go ahead and drive. So is it, I can aim the cannon, right? So I'm the gunner?
Should be able to.
Yeah, okay.
Let me... Yeah.
Alright, I will try to be very precise with my cannon shots. Well,
The snot.
you get repair kits on you, yeah?
I got an idea.
Okay.
First, I'm going to repair the tank.
Okay.
Then I'm going to set up... Uh-oh.
Oh! Oh, I don't have any guns!
Sorry.
Why is my shooting so derped right now? Oh! Ow, God!
Oh, and you didn't have armor either.
Ah!
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Well, there should be another tank ready.
You know what, I'm gonna grab the car. I'm gonna grab the car and see if I can swipe my body.
Yeah, yeah. Alright,
That was... Oh, fuck. Dude, no worries, Blue, no worries. Well, Killer, I mean, the version of love that we have here is cannon or, you know, attack-based, so... Yeah, apparently I was just standing in a giant pile of bug snot. Because I, like, evaporated.
There's some big worms in there.
Alright, I can't just run over the trees now. Ooh! Oh, shit.
Turret walking is a bit nerve-wracking, but effective.
Oh, you're doing turrets?
Yeah, I managed to take out the nest.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Well, I should probably arm myself with more than just yellow bullets.
Oh, absolutely. Alright, Killer, you have a good one, man. Thank you for stopping by, dude. Is that what is that? Oh, that's a car. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and grab that. It should have some bullets in it.
Oh, that's right. I've got my car, which
okay.
does have bullets. Yes, it does have bullets. Okay. Now I gotta find my body.
The chat has it in it, and you can re-ping it.
How do I get it? T? No.
Tilde.
Oh wait, no, that's not the right one. I need this guy. Okay, so it's just south of me? Oops. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay. Wait, why is my shotgun on there? No. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I love shotgun,
reorders
but...
your weapons.
God damn it.
Okay, yeah.
Gotta put my shit back to where it was. My flamethrower fuel? Yes. Alrighty. Do we just want to go back?
I want to get more turrets and bullets, but I think I can probably take out that other nest with turret walking as well.
Will you play Atomic Heart? I don't know what Atomic Heart is. What is it? Ellie, do you know a game by the name of Atomic Heart?
I've heard of it. Oh, gosh.
Sorry.
I shouldn't have parked there.
No, I have repair kits. I can... Oh, you repaired it. Thank you.
Yep. I had the repair pack in hand already. Yeah, I've heard of it, and I've heard bits and pieces of the soundtrack, which sound really cool.
Okay.
And the premise, as far as I can understand of the game, sounds also pretty neat.
What is it?
That it seems to be like a little bit Detroit Become Human and a little bit Escape from Tarkov. I could be totally wrong about those.
Huh. So FPS reminiscent of the BioShock series. Okay.
Yeah. And they're making a new BioShock too, right?
Oh, are they? I had no idea.
Or like a remake of a remaster. Something along those lines.
Alright, I think I'm done harassing the bugs.
Speaking of remakes, I caught Waji playing the new Dead Space, like the remake of Dead Space,
Dude.
and it looks freaking amazing.
Yeah, I was very impressed with a lot of the changes they made. Like, changing the zero-G stuff. Like, that was one of the bigger things, I feel.
Yeah.
Because the original controls for the zero-G were not especially great. Yeah, I'll have to look at Atomic Heart and see what's up with that. Alright, so how's Green Circuits doing? Green Circuits might need expansion if we're full up on... Okay, we're not full up on copper. So... But we're receiving enough, aren't we? Maybe we could do with a belt balancer towards the middle here? Oh, well, it's already one. Well... This side is still getting fully saturated. I'm going to do a little bit of belt balancing here.
Sounds good.
Oh, that's nice. Then the blueprint, it connects the two underground belts. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited because my wife is, I think she's really starting to get into The Last of Us now. Like, she's really starting to like the show.
Yeah.
Okay, that is quite a bit better, I think. But we'll see once this gets all up. Because, like, I don't know, she made a comment the other night that I was like, oh, maybe she's actually, like, pogged about the show now. Because there was, I think there was, like, what is happening here? What the hell?
I used an upgrade planner, which if we had robots, they'd automatically do, but...
So how does this work?
So basically, hit Alt-U and then drag it along some yellow belts.
Oh, and that tells the robots, like, you replace this with this?
Yeah, upgrade to the next quality.
So wait, those are yellows? Okay. But yeah, I still think it was the Bill episode that really sold her.
Yeah, it was a solid episode.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. So what is happening here? We're still not... Why are these guys not functioning? Are they just not getting ore? Yeah, it looks like these first few are just eating all the ore.
Yeah, and I think the smelting columns for copper need a bit of reconfiguration as well.
So, Waji, I saw a little bit of Rankster
right
playing it, but I
size,
haven't really seen anything else other than that.
24 in a line.
For Pharaoh. Yeah. But it looked kind of like a Caesar game that I played way back in the day. Because it's like a city management kind of thing, sort of. I want to say that was a Sierra game. Yeah, I was going to say, it seems like there's some similarities there. Yeah. All right, so walk me through setting up a robo network. We just have to have, like, roboports in an array.
Yeah, so do you have a couple of roboports?
I have 10, yes.
Yeah, so I guess we just pick a spot to start our robot network.
Okay.
They're going to need power.
And we want the orange zones to be connected, yeah?
Yeah, so if when you look at the map, gosh, I got so much going on.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
and it'll show dotted lines when they're close enough to connect. So the most material efficient way to do it is to do them in a square grid that's 50 squares apart, 50 tiles apart.
How do you make sure that they're 50 tiles apart?
What I usually do is I'll grab one, like go to place one, and then wave it around until I see a narrow gap of green, and then move it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so you're
that is
not
the
placing
perfect
the
spot.
phantoms. You're placing like the actual roboports.
Even placing a phantom can
Oh,
show you as
really?
you're like hovering.
Oh shit! I might have chosen a shitty spot for this.
And
Fuck.
sometimes, like if there's already stuff in the way, that can interfere with the perfect square grid. So
Yeah.
we might need to finagle a bit.
I mean, do we really need? Does it really need to be like perfectly square?
It doesn't. So basically, we'll either need to build more rope reports if we want total coverage, or we'll have to live with not total coverage.
Okay.
And both of those are perfectly fine.
Okay.
Uh,
Dewo, you got me pinned, man. Oh yeah, dude, we got so much shit in the way. Fuck. And if you guys want to change any of this shit, you just go right ahead. Like I'm just placing these things to kind of get the robo network started. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, and then that's like part of the beauty of Factorio is adjusting or working around, as the case may be.
Mm-hmm. So they can build within the orange, and then they can logistics stuff in the green. Yeah.
Opposite. So the
Oh,
green is the build
fuck.
radius. And so if you want stuff to be delivered to you by robot, you have to be in the orange.
All right, this is quickly turning into Robo Spaghetti.
Robo spaghetti.
I think I might leave this to you and Priest. This is starting to hurt my brain. Actually,
Well,
you know what I'm
we
gonna
do
do?
have a
I'm
lot
gonna-
of densely packed stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Although,
I think
what I'm gonna do is just make like a train of roboports
yeah,
that go all the way up to where we're making robots, so that we can
as
like
long
feed
as
them into
there's
the
a
network.
continuous chain of dotted lines, that's good enough.
Okay. Actually, how are we doing on power? We are starting to reach
Good
about our
question.
limit on power at the moment. Because we're hovering around like
Yeah.
29, 31, somewhere around there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we're slamming into the ceiling too much, but we're getting close.
But because like
So
roboports take up, oh yeah, these things are like, yeah, these, okay, so these are 50 kilowatts minimum, 4.05 megawatts maximum, and we're currently making, okay, we're doing, okay, no, all right. So, oh shit, actually, if they're all functioning, then we're going to be hitting the ceiling and then some. See, what do
So
need
we
for
could build more steam
cubes?
power. We could get solar going.
Yeah.
We could get nuclear going.
Ooh.
I don't know if we have centrifuges set up.
Centrifuges do what now?
They process the uranium to get the fissile uranium for fuel.
Gotcha.
All right, one of our trains is out of fuel. Speaking of fuely things. All right, is this?
All right, let's see
Looks
here.
like the unloading station.
Where are the red circuits going? They are going into science. I think I need to make more red circuits. So green circuits seem like they're doing fine now. fine-ish. So what is the other bottleneck for these guys? All right, talk to me about red circuits here. Like, how many red circuit factories do we generally want to have?
A lot.
Okay.
So basically, red circuits are going to be a pain point for most of the game.
Okay.
And so if we can get away with building like dozens and dozens of them, that's going to be super useful.
Okay, I don't know if what I'm doing right now is actually going to work, but we're going to find out, that's for sure. All right. Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
And actually, producing a ton of red circuits will give us an excuse to produce more green circuits.
Indeed. Let's make 2 more of these guys. Fuck this. Alright. Instead of beating the dead horse that is my inability to understand this game, I'll just say Factorio has a nice soundtrack. Dude, Factorio does have a nice soundtrack. I mean, normally I would be playing the Last Spell soundtrack, but last time that was making things crash for some reason, so I'm just gonna not do that. But I mean, dude, if you have questions, like, please feel free to ask. Oh, right, I gotta expand this out, too. We need these. Fuck you, tree. Oh yeah, definitely, man. Alright, so we now have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 13 red circuit factories, which seem to be doing fine in terms of supply because it takes forever to make each one of these goddamn things.
Yep.
Ugh. I mean, that is a little bit faster, I guess. Expand this more. 14, 15. Let's go with let's multiple of 5. That sounds better. forget, Ellie, you have not played Darkwood, is that correct?
Played a tiny bit of Darkwood.
Okay.
And enjoyed it. Like, I should play more.
Yes. Yes, you should. That's another game that I might have gotten my boss to play.
But I find that for horror games, I want to be in the mood, and I want to like find a time when I will be in the mood for a horror game for a while.
Dewo, essentially what I would say is Factory Go Burr, and that's about as far as you need to understand Factory. 1,000,000% Mew. Yes. All right, how many? Okay, we got 5, 10, 15, 20. So we got like 213 solar panels right now. What the hell is this? What does this mean? Entities are missing the materials for construction. What?
Might be some phantom stuff that I put down.
Yes,
or...
I think that's what it is. Emerald does demand sacrifices.
The same thing will happen if stuff is destroyed after we get robot logistics.
Right.
Because it'll get that like that purple health bar under it.
Yeah.
Waiting to be rebuilt.
Okay, so that should do us for reds, I think. No, probably not. Shit, man, these things, you're not kidding. These things suck.
They take a long, long time.
What is it? Each one of these, you make, what is it, 2 per 0.5 seconds or something? Right, because every 1 copper makes 2 copper wire, right?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, so it's actually 4 per second, and you guys need how much? Oh my god. So I forget how the fuck I figured this out. You need 4 every 6 seconds. So basically one of these can supply 6. So this guy was unnecessary. We got 6, 12, 18. Okay, so we can supply 24 of these things with these 4 factories right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's the next thing we want to research? What is this? Energy shields? I mean, we haven't even done anything with our power armor yet.
True.
Let's get like inserter stack capacity, I guess. Oh fuck! All right, I think we do need to expand something for the greens because now we're eating green circuits like insanely fast. How can we make that happen? Why is this still happening? Where the left side of the copper belt is getting...
Oh, inserters will take from the near side. Let's see, what am I doing here?
Oh, and we have something that's taking... Okay, I think I understand.
So there's a way to rebalance the lanes if that's proving to be a problem.
I don't know if it's necessarily a problem. It's just more, I'm looking at it, I'm like, but why? Sub for dinner, very nice. So what's going on here? You guys don't have ore. We're still having ore. So, okay, how do we solve this ore problem? Because, like, our ore belts are pretty backed up, but it's not making it to the smelters.
For copper?
Yeah.
Basically, I think it needs a bit of a tear down and redo.
Okay.
So the feeder belts for those smelter columns are good-ish. Just the way that we're getting the ore and coal onto them is not.
Okay. Would it help if we were no longer using coal and instead we're doing electric smelters so that we could just fully compress with ore?
Actually, do we have space for that?
I don't know. Oh, that's right, because every electric smelter is actually quite a bit larger, right? It's like...
Yeah, so it wouldn't be able to fit... Actually, it might be able to fit in the footprint. Like, we do have some sort of empty space where the RoboPort is. Because it'll be shorter but wider. So we could just tear this down. The other thing we could do is just build a new smelter setup with the electric. And I think... Actually, do we have cliff explosives? Where these cliffs are would be a great spot for a smelter. We could probably fit... If we put it sideways, we could fit a full double column. So
what kind of sub you got there, buddy? Got like a meatball, or you got like a classic Italian?
Electric furnaces.
So I now know what my mission must be. It is to detonate every cliff that's ever existed.
That is a mission, a fine mission indeed, sir.
Dude, highly agreed, man. We had bread with this soup that my wife made tonight. Couldn't be better, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna start annihilating all the cliffs. I love that it's literally just like a pack of blue dynamite that we just throw at a bunch of rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, is that more cliffs? No, that's just rocks. Oh no, that is a cliff.
Excuse me.
Boop. What is happening here? Oh, I see. Okay, so is the stone getting consumed? Where else do we have annoying cliffs? We can also fill in most of the lake, right? We just have to leave a couple of small spaces of water.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the limiting factor there is how fast we can create landfill.
Which is, landfill is just rocks, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. It's like pavement that's like iron ore plus rocks, yeah?
Yeah, concrete is iron ore and water and bricks, if I remember correctly.
Dude, okay, so I really like combo pizza, like basically pizza that has like a whole shit ton of stuff on it. I'm good with a cheese, but like my go-to is mushroom and onion. I would eat mushroom and onion pizza forever. But that's also because like that's what my wife likes as well. And there's some stuff on the combo pizza that she can't have. So like if it's just me, I'm like combo pizza, dog. Get me that shit, or just a plain cheese. I guess it kind of depends on how I'm feeling. Because, like, sometimes I'm just like, give me the greasiest ass motherfucking pepperoni pizza you can give me. And other times I'm like, no, I want to be a little more lean. Let's go with some veggies on there and just do mushroom and onion. And sometimes I'm just like, I need, like, the heartiest meal that I could possibly have. Give me everything on earth on that pizza. Like, you know, we're talking bacon, garlic, mosquitoes, just fucking everything. Just dump it on there. Yes, I said mosquitoes. Steak and jalapeno. Yeah, man, combo is just like, it's so good. You know, so long as it doesn't have fish. Like fish is by far, I think, my least favorite pizza topping. It's not like pizza is already kind of salty enough as is. It doesn't need to be anchovied. Oh, no. The question is implicit. At least I hope it feels that way. Pineapple and barbecue sauce? That sounds sick. I've never understood the, like, no pineapple on pizza thing. That's just, I don't get that. I feel like that must have started in England. Because, like, as I understand it, in England, like, the idea of combining sweet and savory is not like, forbidden, but, like, it's not as common as it is in the USA. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Blue. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, like, let's see here. Where are we? Okay. What the fuck was I saying? I don't remember. Yeah! See, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's some good shit. I'm also like, you know, I'm not going to say I'm not picky about pizza, because I am a little bit. Like, when I moved to Massachusetts, I found that the pizza here was, quite frankly, inferior. Because, like, you know, I used to live in Chicago, and, like, Chicago thin crust is a thing of beauty, as is deep dish. Yeah. Question of pineapple on pizza is hotly debated. I fall on the side that is, in the abomination. All right. So I take it you enjoy pineapple on pizza then. Oh, dude. I didn't even know about Takis until I did the fundraiser for Ukraine. And then one of the things was eat hot chip. And so, like, we couldn't get, like, insano spicy chips. So we just got, like, the best thing we could get was Takis. Because I thought they were going to be spicy enough as is, and they are delicious. What? What, Mew? What? But yeah, dude, I fucking love Takis, man. Takis are delish. Okay, I don't want to destroy all these, because then we're going to get bugs. Oh, shit, I fucked up, dude. Oh! Oh, I'm sorry. You said that it is an abomination. I thought you were saying that you fall on the side that that it likes the abomination. Oh, you don't like the food that eats you back? No, wait. Are you talking like a family-size bag, or are you talking like a single serving bag? Because I'll tell you what, man. I'll like, the single serving bag, that shit does not stand a chance against me. And if you know where to get family sizers, like, you got to tell me so I can get some. Because we got one that's basically like, I don't know, like a quarter the size of like a big Dorito bag, you know? Yes, my wife has her stash, which is just like a ginormous box of Cadbury cream eggs. Of the little mini, the little mini boys. Oh, that sucks, man. Bring back the Tox. Ooh, that sounds good, man. That sounds damn good. Yeah, she's... Oh, those! They're more like the Easter things. Okay, no. My wife has the mini Cadbury cream eggs, but I know what you're talking about with the mini eggs. Yeah. Because it's like it's almost like a big M&M, right? It's got the sugary shell and then it's chocolate inside. Yes, okay. And like they're kind of spotty looking, so they look more like robin's eggs, that kind of thing. Yeah, dude, those are very good. I can't handle all that sweet though. Like as I've gotten older, savory is definitely more my speed. I will expire if I have too much sweet. Whew. Yeah, my wife and I have not a tradition necessarily, but like every year, just after Easter, we'll go and like raid all the stores, and she stocks up on candy basically for the year. Dude, cookie dough is so good. Like it blows me away that they actually started making edible cookie dough. You know what I mean? Like cookie dough that's meant to be eaten raw. Because like I guess the egg content was like causing problems for people or something. Allie.
Yes.
Do you eat cookie dough like raw? Like you've seen the things about like not things about, but like how companies started making like cookie dough that was meant to be eaten, right? Like raw.
So, I mean, cookie dough raw can have parasites in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the cookie dough that's in ice cream isn't gonna be raw eggs and raw. And like I've eaten raw cookie dough and not had any trouble as long
same.
as you're not like letting it sit and stuff. I mean, any given egg might have parasites or salmonella, and cooking kills those.
Yeah.
But
I guess we were talking about like various sweets, and also we were talking about pizza. Do you have a particular favorite pizza type or topping?
I often go with just pepperoni.
It's classic.
I don't know. Like I have multiple favorites on pizza.
Yeah, it is one of those things that's a little hard to pin down. I was saying that like I think my favorite is probably the combo pizza, but it also depends on the mood that I'm in.
All the yuckies. I find that like the supreme with like
Rhea, how you doing?
The peppers and the onions and the sausage and the all the things, anything that's like got a lot of toppings, including veggies, is less appealing as leftovers to me than just like plain cheese pizza or pepperoni.
You know what? I totally feel that, and I think I agree because it's like as the pizza ages, it becomes more floppy, and with all those toppings, it's just like you pick it up and it just goes bleh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, Rhea. I fucking love mushroom pizza. Like mushroom and onion is my wife and I's go-to.
It's a solid choice.
Oh yeah.
I forget where I got it, but there was this like mushroom and feta pizza that I had one time that was amazing.
So actually, there was a pizza that my sister introduced me to that when she first told me what it was, I was like, I don't know, man, this sounds fucking weird. It was ranch, bacon, and French fries.
Okay.
On a pizza. And then I tried it and I was like, this is the greatest shit I've ever had in my life. Ah! Potato!
I mean, I've had chicken bacon ranch, so like
thank you for the raid, madam.
Chicken.
Super Pete.
Ah! I went
Mother
too far.
Trucker, Dr. Overdose, Form. How's y'all doing? Also, Potato, if I didn't say that already, but I think I might have. Uniquely will. Welcome. I am Notorious BLT. I usually like to play very difficult games, but on Tuesday nights, I chill out with my friend Ali Astra, who is awesome, and I'm going to do...
Especially if they're like the thick-cut steak fries, they have
For any of you who don't know
like,
who
toothsome
Potato
texture
is,
to them.
we got to give a little shout out to Potato, who is playing Hollow Knight, which is a fucking fantastic game. And I got to do... if you guys want a person to follow as well for what's going on right now... this is another great person, Ali Astra.
Why am I...
We are talking about fries. We're talking about pizza, and I'm talking about a particular pizza that I had some time ago, Potato, that my sister introduced me to, that is, like, it's a cheese pizza with ranch on it, bacon, and french fries, and it was kind of unbelievable. I guess is the way I'd put it. It was like... when she said it, I was like, this is going to be either, like, good or horrible. And then I tried it, and it was like, I need this. And then after I ate an entire one of those on my own, I was like, I need no more of this because I'm going to have a heart attack. But, yo, that shit is fire. Straight fire. It's so good. Yeah, so welcome in, Raiders. I'm Notorious BLT, like I said.
Thank you for the follow, Super Pete 23.
I usually play difficult games, but tonight, like I said, I'm playing with Ali Astra. And I give all the money that I make from Twitch to charity. And currently we're giving all of our Twitch money to... I keep forgetting the name of the place. The Trevor Project, because my brain keeps confusing it with the Jimmy Fund for some reason, because Trevor and Jimmy are like the same thing in my brain somehow. So yeah, any dollarinos that come in here go to a good place. You can always be assured of that. Thank you, Dio. So how did the and yeah, I think it might be Philly pizza, maybe. I mean, I feel like a lot of things that have ranch on them are Philly related, right? How did Hollow Knight go? Have you met the Dung Defender yet? Have you met the Dung Defender? Because Dung Defender is my favorite. Oh, I can't wait for you to meet the Dung Defender. No. All you get is the name. That's it. I ain't saying shit else. But you'll know when you find him. You'll know. I honestly think that you will love that character as well, for many, many reasons. And anybody who's played Hollow Knight, yes. Why are you raging? You 100%ed it? I think he does. He does sound shitty, doesn't he? You monster.
I have a ton of stuff in my inventory that I don't need.
I just. Such a good character. There's a lot of great characters in that game. Like even Map Lord, whose name escapes me at the moment. Is it Cornifer? You like Cornifer and his wife? Great characters. I don't know what it is, like, just... Hollow Knight is, to me, it feels like one of those games that's, like, very much a masterclass in game design, but it still does not make it into my top 5 games of all time, strangely enough.
Thank you for the raid, Flame Scion.
And it's not because... I think it's just because the other games, like, really just hit me at a different time in my life. I don't know. Anyway, so how y'all doing? Cornifer? Yeah. What are some of the other, like, really cool... Oh, actually, we shouldn't mention any more things because Potato does not want spoilers, and I don't want to do any of that. Day 12,445 of watching Factorio and still don't know what's going on. Listen, Mother Trucker, that's just how things go sometimes. Dude, you want to see some of the shit we've done, though? Like, we've done a lot of shit in this game. If you guys are wondering what the fuck this game is, this is Factorio. It's very much, like... It's not a management game necessarily, but like you're basically crash landing on a planet and you're trying to build a factory and automation to create the parts to build a rocket to leave the planet. Brain smooth Factorio concept slide right off, dude. This is part of why Ali helps me, is because Ali knows that I am also smooth brain orc man who just want to hit things with tank. You have to go make some dinner? Dude, no worries. You enjoy your evening and have fun with chilling out with Rex and the pups. And we'll check you later. Have a good night. Potato. Thank you again for the raid. Very much appreciated, madam. You just you watch me yell at bugs. That is... Yes. that is exactly what happens here, is I yell at bugs and make tanks. And then the tanks explode, and I yell at the tank for exploding. Allie, it seems like you and I just got raided back to back. So we were doing robots?
Robots. Naturally.
Robots. Hi, Mew. You have a good night. We'll check you later. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, and I have to say, Potato, if you're still around, if you take game suggestions, I do have one for you.
And I got totally distracted by cleaning up the iron production.
Did my... Wait a minute.
I'm doing my part. Stomping bugs.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Always. I feel like my... Oh, that's right, because we had an error earlier and everything split, I think. Yeah.
What's going on?
It split. Okay, it just split it into 2 VODs. That's fine. Oh, okay, so Potato. Rain World. That's the game suggestion. It is one of my favorite games of all time, and it recently got a humongous expansion. And I think you might really enjoy that game. And I already, like, I checked with Mother Trucker long ago, like when you and I had first kind of been introduced to each other, because I was like, I don't know if she would like it, because I don't really know if I know Potato, like, super well. And Mother Trucker, after seeing it a little bit, was like, I think she'd like this. So I feel more confident in the suggestion after checking with Mother Trucker.
Would you like to know more?
It's a survival platformer that is
Troopers
very hard.
Is a masterpiece
like,
of
you will
satire,
die over and over and over again. And I don't want to say you'll thank the game for the opportunity, but you might. I don't know. I've actually also gotten Killer and Allie to play it. But, like, it's such a wonderful game. I love it so much. And it's like, it's about Buddhism and cycles, so it's also like a little Souls-ish, you know? Just a little bit. A little bit. Except, well, I mean, the Buddhism part, not so much, but the cycles, yes. Yeah, if you're ever interested in seeing, like, what Rain World is like, I am probably going to be playing it tomorrow night, so you can at least see what one of the characters is like. If you just want to, like, and if you don't, that's totally fine, too. You know, understandable, especially since you don't want spoilers, but I don't know, it's hard to be... I would say that Rain World is a game where spoilers come at very specific times. Oh, honestly, the fact that you one-tapped the creepy bug lady, that was pretty impressive, because that boss took me, like, I don't even know how many tries, but the fact that you one-tapped her, I was like... Caroused. I've been giving him super shitty updates. Oh, the one that was, like, singing. She was, like, a weird, creepy anime lady, and you had, like, little ghosts floating across at you. Yeah, Rain World is less demanding of the platforming and more demanding of the making sure you don't die. Oh, yes! I was there for the for part of the dragon fight, but I've had, like, all sorts of other crap happening, so it's been hard for me to be there for the D&D streams. Flame! What's up, brother? Yeah, we will destroy them all. We will kill all the bugs, definitely. What was I doing? Oh, I was trying to bring over green circuits, I think, right? Yeah. So let's back this guy up a little bit. Dun-dun. Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. I would love to hear about the escapades of the group. As a D&D person myself. What do I want to do here? I want to have this come across. Yes, and enjoy your food. and the pups, and the husbando. I ate sandwich. I enjoy sandwich. Yes. Although you eat one of my kind. I appreciate you consuming the sandwich. So, how are the rest of you potato lords doing? How is the potatoing going? Hope you're all doing very well. We're just you know, we're just trying to live and not get eaten by bugs, which is becoming increasingly more difficult as the bugs attempt to eat us. All right, Ellie, I gotta ask you the most important question of all, and you're gonna immediately be able to identify why it's important.
Go for it.
Do you like BLTs?
I do like BLTs.
Let's go. Because Dewo was saying that he likes BLTs, but he doesn't like tomato on his, so it's more like you like the BT. Wait, BT? No, BL. Yeah, bacon lettuce. So, like, my mom also introduced me to the BLA, the bacon, lettuce, and avocado. How do you feel about that combination of things?
I don't think I've tried it, but it sounds like it would be good.
Yeah, I feel like, I think the only thing that I don't appreciate on a BLT is when people put mayonnaise on it. Which maybe sounds a little weird, but, like, I don't know, dude. I can't get my head around it. I'm also, like, I don't know, I don't really care for mayonnaise in general. The blat, yes, it is the blat.
Blat?
I need stuff to absorb the tomato juice beside the bread. Yeah, so, like, a lot of times, I feel like if you get, like, one of those beefsteak tomatoes, like, that's usually pretty good because it's more, like, it's less, like, floppy and watery and more like, I am a tomato, I go boom. I don't know why it's boom.
Boom.
Yeah. Boom
like
tomato.
The hot tomatoes you get in certain, like, pasta dishes where they're like cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes, and they just, like, pop when you eat them.
Yes. Yes. There's something to be said for cooked tomatoes. Cooked tomatoes are pretty sick.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with this thing?
I used to think that I hated tomatoes, but in the right context, I do love a nice tomato.
Layer of super thin tomatoes. I can feel that. I don't know about, like, see, I don't know, man. I don't know, Bog. I don't, like, just, I don't think you need the mayo, though. I don't think you need the mayo to mix with the tomato juices. I don't know, man. Like, well, does the bread taste better? I think you just got to use better bread, right? I mean, maybe I'm out of line here. Like, what is that meme from, what the hell is that? From Captain America and the Winter, not the Winter Soldier. The fuck. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Where he's like, he's out of line, but he's right. Something like that.
Oh, right, yeah. The Baron, what's his face?
Yeah. You're not about the Russian dressing. I can be down with Russian dressing. It's not my favorite. Oh fuck! God damn it! We're getting hit again. Captain America and the No Good Very Bad Day.
I love it.
Oh, that's great.
Blue Crayon knows where it's at.
Oh yeah. Where the hell did I put my car?
All right. What is this? What is this monstrosity I have created?
Oh man, I'm glad that you ended that with what I've created, because I was like, oh shit, what did
No.
Ellie find that I made?
I would never disparage your, like, if I accidentally disparage yours thinking that it's mine, know that it's a compliment.
You know, miss the sandwich. I understand. I've been finding more and more often now that I'm like identifying that while I am done eating something, I'm like, you know, I want to eat more, But it's not that I want to consume more food for the sustenance. I just want the taste again. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to experience that taste more.
The sign that it's good food.
Yeah.
I'm out of steel chests.
Either I'm a glutton. It might be both.
I mean, glutton or gourmand?
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know what? Yes, I'll go with that. I need to get more red bullets.
Wrong button.
Because this side's getting fucked. Wait, pickles are 0 calories? Really?
It depends what they're pickled in.
Oh, fair enough.
They are super low calorie for the physical volume.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can eat a lot of pickles and not make a dent in your calorie budget if that's the way you budget
All right. So
dieting.
Now, when you said depending on what they're pickled in, how did you mean? Like,
well, some pickles are made with sugar.
Oh, like if you're doing a quick pickle, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, but like the kind that we're talking about, where like you put them basically in a vat of vinegar, and you're just like, go forth and pickle, my friends. Then that's all set. You don't really have to worry about that one.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's some energy encapsulated in the cucumber itself, or whatever thing that you are pickling.
Yeah, Dewo, I feel like I can do roughly the same. Like that's why during Thanksgiving here, I will generally just like eat dinner and then nothing else, because I know if I snack all day, I'll still eat all of the dinner things, and the next day I'll just be like, why? Why'd I do it? Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, pickles certainly are a slippery slope. You can get down with some pickles really quick. I also have to say, I love that we were talking about potatoes when potato rated. It was just a perfect happenstance. The perfect happenstance. Especially since she was like, are you talking about potatoes? 95% water, Hitman Jacket, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, like
now
a lot
that I'm tearing
of
down
vegetables are like that, right?
iron smelter, that actually could make room for a new copper smelter.
Ooh. Are there any super high-calorie vegetables? I don't think so, are there? Maybe cabbages?
I mean, if you count potatoes.
Ah, yes, root crops. Starchy root boys.
Certain type of beans, but those are legumes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, starchy roots and legumes still kind of count as vegetables.
Yeah. Although, I remember one night my wife and I went to a steak restaurant, and the server was like, oh yeah, so for vegetables we have corn, and my wife went, actually that's a grain, and I was like, ooh. But then
Won't.
yep, I was so one of my other streamer friends, Shula, when I told her that story, she was like, oh my god, big same, I do exactly the same thing because it bothers me, because if I'm right, she was a biology major, so she was like, yeah, corn is not a vegetable, it's a grass, it's a grain. But I don't know, you know, some people
It's tradition. that like a dish that has a veggie on the side, like kernel corn of a steamed or boiled variety. But yeah, technically, I mean, if we're gonna get technical about it.
Oh, there it goes.
What is it? Tomatoes are a fruit. Cucumbers are a fruit, maybe.
Because was it fruit has the seeds on the inside? Yes.
That I forget whether there are other criteria, but that is one of them. And then like strawberries, thus are not a fruit because they got the seeds on the outside.
And also,
I forget what they
they're not
are.
berries.
Yeah.
A sweet and fleshy product of a tree or other plant that contains seed and can be eaten as food. So it has to contain a seed. So what is it, like a... Well, bananas are... Well, no, because the seeds of the banana are inside, aren't they not? They're inside the flesh?
I think so. I haven't dissected a banana lately.
Oh man, I've been dissecting bananas with my face like a hole punch. Oh, okay. So, I know I mentioned this fungus book some time ago, but I gotta tell you about this one fungus that is absolutely hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it. Just because of the name and, like, what people call it. And it looks insane. Let me see. So yeah, Chad, I'm going mushroom hunting when the season is right. There it is. So it's a fungus called, and it grows on corn, and it's called corn smut.
Ah.
And that's what it looks like. And people call it corn porn.
Smut.
Yep. But apparently you can make it into a really great soup. It just looks fucking weird. Good job, humans. Exactly, man. Worst fruit, in my opinion? Worst fruit. I don't know if there is a worst fruit. Actually, no. For me, there definitely is. There definitely is a worst fruit for me, and that's apples, because I can't eat them anymore. Because I'm allergic to them. But otherwise, apples are sick. Like, I loved apples. Did I fuck something up by enabling this belt?
I don't think so. I'm trying to figure out how to get the coal.
Jackfruit? I've heard of jackfruit, but I've never had it. I don't think.
Jackfruit's supposed to be super nutritious.
Yeah? Uh-oh. Wait, what the fuck? Hang on. Is that... Oh, no. I'm gonna go see if I can deal with that. The bugs are, like, fucking around and blowing up our shit. Y'all ever had, durian? Oh, shit, they're here.
They're here. I see them. They are invading. Oh, they busted through that little isthmus.
Yep.
Pinansula. I see you've brought the tools for the job.
Yes, I have. I was like, should I use flamethrower or rocket launcher? No, it's flamethrower time. Yeah, I find durian, I think it's probably like, it's too much effort for what you get, but like, I still enjoyed the taste nonetheless. Like, if my stepson ever brings it by the apartment again, I'm not gonna say no. But I'm also not gonna like vehemently be like, yay! You know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, these guys are full. Alright, cool.
Freeze, the true enemy. Have you gotten the Pyromaniac achievement in this game?
I don't think so.
Well, you're on track. Because
Is that just like
you gotta
light trees on fire?
destroy 10,000 trees with fire.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, I can say for almost certain that I have not, simply because I generally destroy trees with the shotgun.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah, Dewo. My buddy Warlock actually is in the same boat. Like, I forget what it is. There's something up with his sinuses where he can't smell as well. So like, only very strong flavors are super present to him. So like, he eats a lot of garlic and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't think it's made any negative impact on his cooking whatsoever. I think it's only done positive things. Because like, the man makes some insane garlic dishes.
It's true.
All right, it's also why he doesn't like most alcohol, because it actually tastes like isopropyl alcohol to him. Energy weapons. All right, we could start to. Well, okay, if we're gonna do that, then we're gonna need substations, which requires 5 advanced circuits. Holy shit!
Advanced are the red ones, yeah?
Yeah. Man. This copper limitation is really fucking killing us. Shit. So... what do I want to do with that? We're still not super pogged on red circuits. Yeah, I feel like eventually I'm just going to have to redo this and just make, like, 100 factory-wide thing or something. But I'm capable of smelling a lot of other things. Understood, man, understood. Let's see here. So that was that. You know what? Let's get... oh, that... okay, this just unlocks a different kind of rocket. Eh. That seems kind of poopy. Wait, does this lead into anything? How do you tell? I don't know. Man, favorite fruit? That's a hard one. I don't know. I am a big fan of mango. I'd say, like, favorite fruit by volume consumed probably is, like, blackberries for me. Just because, like, I eat them a lot. But, like, my wife brings them home and then is like, here, eat these. And I'm like, yes, I will. Yeah, I just read what you said in the Discord, and you were correct. Corporate cookbooks are highly cursed. What other really good fruits are there out there? I mean, papaya is pretty sick. Dude, honeydew melon is a fantastic, like, staple fruit to just, you know, consume on the reg. Wait a minute, is it the... oh, fuck, it is. Okay, that explains a lot. I think part of what's destroying our green circuits is this one factory that I have making solar panels.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, because each one eating 15 is... yeah, that's causing problems.
Well, the nice thing about green circuits is the factory for it is easy to extend. But we do need to make sure it's supported by iron and copper.
Yeah.
Which iron shouldn't be a problem. Except those bugs... oh, no, it wasn't the bugs. The forest fire destroyed some of the belts.
No, I'm sorry!
No, it's cool. They
Fuck.
can easily be rebuilt.
Oh, God. In my haste to destroy all the things. Well, not all the things, but all the...
it's my own darn fault for having trees near the factory.
How could you? We all know that they're the enemy.
Yep.
Let's see. So I want to... if I'm going to make accumulators, we need iron and batteries. Do I have iron coming over here? I do. I'm just going to get one small factory making accumulators, I think. Oops. Holy shit, man, that thing's going off. Right, that's all you need? That is all you need. Excellent. All right. Let's put down a chest. All right, so now I've got a thing making accumulators as well.
Excellent.
Favorite bread? Fuck, dude. Like, these are very difficult questions, because, like, I don't have a lot of, like, straight-up favorites.
My favorite
like,
bread is home-baked honey bread.
I mean, I feel like home-baked bread of any sort is always going to be superior in like just period, end of story. Like, it's just going to be superior in every way. Oh, potato bread is also wonderful, yeah.
That's my favorite for making simple sandwiches, like a bologna sandwich or a peanut butter and jelly. Potato bread's my go-to.
I will say I'm also very partial to like a French baguette, and I think part of the reason is Cuban sandwiches.
Ah.
Like I love the Cubano. Why are you not attaching with the wire? Do you have too many wires attached? Like, what the fuck is going on here? That's weird.
Is it a base station or a big pole?
It's a big pole, but for some reason it wasn't attaching to another big pole.
The other one wasn't a ghost, was it?
No, it is real. Oh, okay, that one's actually easy. Cuban sandwich. Cuban sandwich is by far my favorite sandwich.
Looks like the wires are attached. They do kind of blend in with the background up there.
Wait, are they? Oh no, I mean between these two.
Which... Oh, they won't attach to each other because they're both attached to the medium pole next to them.
Interesting.
So like if you deleted...
What the fuck was that? Out there. Oh, maybe there was a turret. Okay.
That would make them attached to each other, but...
Gotcha. So like if I took this guy out and then did like... Oh, well that one actually works. We'll do that. That's fine. I know. Well, I mean, listen, I do enjoy BLTs, but like... Notorious Cuban Sandwich doesn't have the same ring, okay? You know, there's a certain, I don't know, what do you call it? Je ne sais quoi. What was this? Dude, I mean, there's something to be said for a good club sandwich. Definitely. Dude, you know, there is certainly something to be said for just like a straight up like fried chicken sandwich or something like that, or like a hot chicken sandwich. It's like with some nice hot sauce. Spicy chicken is a thing of beauty in a sandwich. So this is going over here. All right, so a lot of these are not functioning anymore. Copper seems to be back up, kind of. So, I mean, it looks like copper is starting to pick back up, kinda.
Okay.
Oh, well, never mind. It's because it's, like, coming in very quickly and then getting compressed really hard into the yellow belts.
Ah.
Well, no, okay. You know what? I think what I'm actually seeing is the reverse, because, like, it's going from yellow belt to red to yellow, so it's, like... You know, it gets that speed up, so it gets all split apart, and then it gets back to yellow, and then it gets squished back down. So yeah. I don't know. I don't know what we can do to really make that better.
I think the crux of it is the smelting.
Okay. Oh fuck. Goddamn bugs. Shit, man. All right, that northern wall is in trouble. Favorite appetizer. Man, you guys are just all about the food talk tonight. Which, honestly, I appreciate it. I don't know that I have a favorite appetizer. I do love cheese, though, despite being lactose intolerant. I don't know, is cheese an appetizer?
Can be.
Oh, fried pickles. Oh my god, fried pickles are wonderful. I didn't even...
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, I didn't even know about fried pickles until, like, I forget when the hell it was that I was introduced to them. Honestly, it was like a decade ago? Maybe a little more? Alright, let's get some personal shields here. I suppose it depends on what it is that, like, I'm gonna be eating, you know what I mean? Oh, fuck.
More
Yeah,
bug.
they are fucking up our shit real bad. And I do not have the bullets to supply these turrets. Forget, are we actually able to make artillery yet?
I can't remember whether we researched it.
I think we had to, like, get something else first, right?
Yeah, artillery's pretty deep in the tree.
Oh, yeah, okay, we need yellow. What the hell? Damn it, man, our outer walls are getting hosed. Yeah, there's like one spitter that's destroying our shit in the south there.
Ah.
Shit. Alright, I'm gonna come back and get some, well, hopefully get some bullets. And supply these turrets with a ton of ammo. Oh yeah, dude, fried green tomatoes are a thing of beauty. Where the hell did I leave my car? How do I keep losing my freaking car?
Feel free to grab mine if it's still around.
Alright. Oh. I think the mango lassi is probably my favorite non-alcoholic drink.
Hmm.
And if you're going to ask what my favorite candy is, it's definitely peanut butter cups. And yes, that is very sad. The lack of lemon drops is very sad. Where the fuck did I leave those things? Jesus. I'm so bad at keeping track of everything.
There's a lot to keep track of in this game.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Lemonade? Lemonade's a very good one. I feel like if you live, especially if you live in a hotter climate, like lemonade is... I mean, it's hard to go wrong with lemonade as an answer anyway, but if you live in a hotter place, it's just like, yeah. Lemonade. Lemonade or iced tea. Not sweet tea, but like slightly sweetened tea. Because if you've never been to the southern United States, sweet tea means something very different from iced tea up here. Sweet tea is like you put that shit in your mouth and then suddenly, like, your face implodes from all the sweetness. Well, that was all the red bullets that I had.
Uh-oh.
Jesus. Yeah, exactly. It requires so much sugar that, like, when you put the straw on the bottom, there's like a crunch because it's sugar. Ooh, yeah, flavored sparkling water is very nice, yeah. No, I ain't dissing it. I'm just saying it's very different. I do not find Southern sweet tea refreshing. I find it to be more like a, do you want a soda that's not carbonated? It actually reminds me of the lemonade at Ren fairs. Like at like the fresh squeezed lemonade stations where it's like, yeah, they fresh squeeze the lemonade and then they pour like a cup of sugar in the glass that they pour the lemon juice into. Is this my car? This is my car. I left my car here. Okay. Shit. I'm off.
Off to the races.
And to hopefully prevent the bugs from eating our shit.
this madness?
Favorite sweet period? What does that mean? I'm not familiar with this nomenclature. Oh, favorite sweet. I mean, it's got to be dark chocolate for me.
Boston cream donuts is mine.
Ooh. So are you also a Punchki fan?
I do love Punchki. I picked up a bunch of them from Big Y the other day.
Yeah, so the bakery that I used to work for are the ones that make those for Big Y. Yeah. I didn't actually know what punchkis were until I worked for this bakery, and they were like, yeah, punchkis. And I was like, what the fuck is a punchki? They were like, oh, it's like a big jelly donut, or not a big jelly donut, but like a big Boston cream donut. And I remember when I told my wife that, she was like, Bavarian cream, not Boston cream. It is different. Because she is a filling lord. She loves the filling. She will tell you. Like sweet flavor? If we're going with sweeter flavors, then I have to say citrus things, so like lime. It's like, I love lime. And cilantro. Dude, she does love that filling. You fucking know it. You know it. Vanilla for you? Vanilla is excellent. Even if it comes from beaver ass.
Beaver ass.
Oh yeah, dude. Whenever I would make dinner for my wife and I, like, there were times where, like, you know, a recipe would call for some lemon, and I would just, like, squeeze the entire fucking thing on there, and my wife would be like, it's way too lemony, and I'm like, it's not lemony enough. You know? At least not for me. So, we are, not that we're at odds with our citrus shenanigans, but, like, you know, when it comes to the citrus, I am much more down with the citrus than she is.
Down with the citrus.
I didn't like cannoli back like some time ago, but I think that's because all the cannoli I had were kind of garbage. Like they were just way too sweet. But then we got some of these like really tiny cannolis from a place that is near where my parents live, and I was like, okay, I like cannoli now. These cannolis are totally good. They're excellent, wonderful cannoli. Vastly superior to any cannoli I had previously, because all the previous cannolis that I had were kind of trash. You know, Crash, I was just saying that, like, I used to hate cannoli because I had bad cannolis only, and now that I've had good cannoli, I understand, and I also enjoy the cannoli. How fast are these guys outputting? If I change these to blue, would that make it any faster? Copper is a problem.
Yeah, I'm working on the copper. It's the smelting setup was it was something else.
Thank you, Rachel. Yeah, I'm just like yeah. I don't mean to like sound like I'm accusing or like trying to toss blame somewhere or anything. It's just more like I speak out loud when I'm like trying to diagnose what an issue is. And I came back and looked at the green circuits, and it's actually interesting because like and I think it's because we have splitters down the line that are balancing the belt a little more.
Yeah.
Because the belt that is further down the line is more compressed with copper than the one that is like closer to the beginning.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it is because of the balance. Maybe if I do a little bit of some balancer shenanigans. Well, not balancer, but like this shit. It's really, I'm just making things a little more stupid, but here we are. It actually does seem to be working, kinda. Then you do that as well, so that's only pulling off half. Never had cannoli? Cannoli's a weird one, man. It's like a fried shell with basically sweetened. Shit, what kind of cheese is it that's in there? Mascarpone?
Mascarpone. I think it is mascarpone.
So like sweetened mascarpone cheese, and they don't always put chocolate chips in there, right? It's only a sometimes thing.
I don't know, but yeah, it's probably.
Yeah. It's like I know I've had chocolate covered cannoli that have like chocolate chips in there.
Yeah.
I think if I were to ask my wife what one of her favorite desserts is, I'm not really sure what she would say, but I have the feeling that flan might be at least in the top 5. Flan is so good. I feel like a lot of the flavor profiles that I really enjoy come from Latin cooking, but I mean, being growing up with Cuban food, I feel like that's almost a given.
Yo.
What the fuck are the bugs attacking over here? They're just like beating up on our walls? Like, what is this? I can't tell. Oh, they're dead now. Oh, no, there are turrets there. There are turrets. Yo, flan is delicious. The the flan recipe that my dad uses is my grandmother's. That is basically just like a load of ass fuel. Like, it's got 8 eggs in it. You will... It creates some of the most heinous farts that could ever exist. But it is delicious.
Heinous flan farts?
Yes, dude. They're so bad.
Wow.
Like, as my dad puts it, if you have that in a beer, just don't go near other people.
May as well load up on garlic at the same time, eh?
Yep, exactly. Oh, the garlic flan sounds...
Oh, please not at the same
the distress
Sorry,
in your
garlic.
voice. But please not at the same time. Oh, God. All right, let's see here. I need to... So, we can make... Oh, yeah. I need to give me some steel. I want to make some shit for my power armor. Cursed words were spoken. Yeah. Indeed, it's time for the lips. I'm glad you guys enjoy the cursed nature of some of these emotes. Do I have red circuits? I do have red circuits. Alrighty. Let's see here. I need to grab some other stuff. So I figure I've got this armor. I might as well try to take advantage of it. Ooh,
Sure.
Not that much. Okay. By getting things like personal portable solar panels, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Some steel. Then I added some batteries in there. Oh, I ain't getting the dual batteries. That's not happening. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
God, the personal roboport takes so much.
It does. That's another where you, like, probably want to set it and then let it run for a while.
Yeah. I'll let this do its thing, and I'm like, go get some stuff to make batteries. So, 5 batteries and 10 steel. That's not too bad. Where are my bats? There's no point in having the panels if we don't have the batteries. Because I figure, like, at least if I can get the RoboPort going, like the personal RoboPort, then, you know, that'll be somewhat helpful. Helpful. Holy shit, man.
Yeah,
this chest
then
is
we can each
full of
tote around
batteries.
40 robots and
Yeah.
get stuff auto-built.
Swine apple? What the hell is a swine apple? I've definitely had pineapple, though. Like, I have arguably had, like, the best pineapple that exists on Earth, because I've had it in Hawaii, and that shit is...
Super fresh.
Oh, yeah. Like, so when I was going to trim it and cut it, my thumb went right through the rind.
Mm.
And, like, the core is completely edible and tender. It's insane. It's a baked bacon-wrapped pineapple? That sounds awesome. And no, I haven't, and now I want it. So that's batteries and steel. That's not too bad. It's an experience. I don't know. Like, I find, like, a lot of bacon wrap stuff is not as good as it feels like it's all cracked up to be. You know what I mean? Like, bacon wrapped steak, I'm just like, but you're fucking, like, killing this the taste of the steak, right? I mean, am I missing something? Or have I just had bad bacon steaks? Steakins, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so we are getting power. Oh, fuck. That is certainly a bad consequence to suffer. Bathing your tongue in hot pineapple juice because you didn't wait long enough.
Hmm.
Alright, what other things can I put on that would make sense? We don't have blue circuits yet, so that's a nope. Personal RoboPort. Remember how big the personal RoboPort is?
2x2.
Okay. The fall figures, but it's bacon and pineapple. Ah, so instead of asbestos fingers, you've gone for asbestos tongue. Understood. Discharge defense remote. What? Discharge.
Laser's better.
I was gonna say, discharge defense is literally just like when things get close to you, your armor zaps them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that does not sound appealing to me. Alright, so you are going to be changed over to make personal RoboPort. I will stuff you with batteries and steel and red circuits, and then I gotta go get me some gears. I remember in a D&D game that Priest ran, he gave, like, he had a table of weird magic items, and there was one that, holy shit, man, this thing is compressed to hell. Holy fuck, the copper is pogged.
Yeah. Now that I've fixed up the smelting, it's more what it's supposed to be.
I'm interested to see how you did it, because I like learning from people who are better at these games than I am.
Well, I learned it from watching videos as well. So basically, if you're packing 2 lanes of a belt on the inside, that can consume 1 lane on the outside and 1 lane on the outside on the other side.
Wait,
so like,
I'm sorry,
basically,
say that again?
So consider like a yellow belt. It can transport 15 items per second.
Okay.
And that means 7.5 items per second on each side. So like the left side and the right side individually can do 7.5. And because smelting is a 1-to-1, when you've got 15 copper ore in, you want 15 copper ore out.
Okay.
So like a full belt out is going to be 15 per second out. And I'm not explaining it super well here,
No,
but
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down, at least so far.
basically the column of 24 furnaces that I've got here is enough to, if they're going full tilt the whole time, fill one lane of a belt.
Okay. Oh, I see. So it's enough to fill the capacity of the belt that we're using.
Yeah.
Okay. What the hell is causing me to
These ones.
lose power? Oh, right. We can get like mini nuclear generators to wear on our backs, right?
Yes. Mr. Fusion.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I vaguely remember using that in our power armor. Instead of these, so shit, what the hell is going on here? Better capacity, 80 megajoules. Oh my god. Alright, well, it's not ideal.
And the way I've got it set up now, the ore is feeding in faster than it can possibly be smelted.
Nice.
So that should ensure that it's just like always going.
Alright, and red circuits have picked back up. They're actually compressing the belt again, which is great.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, this is flowing real nice. Welcome back, killer. Should I grab more bullets? Yes. The answer is always yes to more bullets.
More bullets.
Elden Ring and free. Yeah, dude. That's how I felt the other day when we were playing with Dez. I was just like, where the hell were we? Like, I can't remember what the hell was happening or what we were doing or anything. I need to put down the yellow guys over here. Oh no, you really are. You are the leader. In terms of where we're going. See, that's the thing, Bog, is like when I played Elden Ring, I didn't feel confused much at all, but now that like we're coming back to it after a long hiatus because my GPU exploded, like I feel like lost again. It's weird. Isn't there a way to like to click and like get a selected few out of a stack?
You can get half. So if you
go.
control right click, you'll get half of everything that's there. If you if you shift right click, you'll get half of a stack.
Nice. Okay, cool. Alright, I am now in possession of a personal roboport, which is wonderful.
Excellent.
So let's see, that's the modular. So we can make power. No, we can't make power armor because that requires electric engines and blue circuits, which we're not making blue circuits yet. Dude, yeah, Melania's rune is amazing. Or wait, no, you're talking about something else, aren't you? Oh, the upgrade thing, it's happening. My robots are doing things.
Ah, excellent.
That's the other great thing about these guys that I forgot is like as you're doing things, they find like the stuff that's going on, and they're like, oh yeah, let me do that for you. Rykard, that's who it is. Bog, had you played any Souls games previously, or was Elden Ring your first? Oh yeah. Right card. That's who it is. Right. Right. Because Melania's is like Rally from Bloodborne, or Regain, or whatever you want to call it. Let's see. What do we need for laser turrets? Steel batteries and electric circuits. Okay, I feel you. So I can totally understand where the confusion would come from. Because, like, for me, Elden Ring was it was very familiar in a lot of ways because I was already very much into Souls games. So let's see, this is steel, battery, and circuit. So that's literally the same shit here, just minus the engines. So, like, we could just go put one of these guys down. We don't really need, like, a ton of shit making laser turrets, right? Like, one factory making laser turrets should be totally fine, yeah.
I think so, yeah. Well, again, we'll probably want to amp it up later, but we'll know when the time comes.
Yeah. Just don't make terribly fast. Oh, yeah. Given more time, you definitely want to add. Yeah, yes. Oh, dude, Gale is such a great character. I love him. So I'll take you away for now. I think I'm actually going to add a couple more. I actually used to have a dude named Slave Knight Gale that used to come into streams from time to time. Seems like a pretty chill dude. Yeah, the cookbooks are definitely one of those things, man. It's an interesting thing that they added to the game, and man, it'll wreck your brain. Alright, oh my god, dude, flamethrower turrets are something else. Jesus. They require engines?
They do require engines. Presumably they're spinning the napalm around super fast.
So now what is it? They actually get a damage bonus from heavy oil?
I think so, yeah. That light oil is a decent amount of damage, heavy oil's more damage.
Okay.
Actually, how is our cracking setup? Is it in good shape, or do we need to optimize it?
I mean, let me check the. Okay, so lube is still like. Our lube tank has 10k.
Okay, 10k is plenty.
Sulfuric acid is still pretty much full. I mean, like, sulfuric acid is being used a little bit at a time. Let's see. Our heavy oil tank is empty at pretty much all times because it's getting sucked out into other... Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's a different thing. Never mind. That's the heavy oil tank that's feeding the lube.
Okay.
Light oil tank is pretty much full. Okay, the heavy oil tank is the one that's getting used almost constantly. Like, it looks like it's sticking around the 60, 65-ish mark. Oh, now it's going up to 80. Okay. Oh, right, because we're using the other products more, right? Or no? Actually, I guess this heavy oil tank doesn't really matter because this is the one that's going into cracking. Or is it? No, it's also going into this tank, which is going into the lube. Right. Well, I mean, everything seems to be going fine right now. Like, we've got plenty of sulfur. We've got plenty of plastic. Like, I don't see it running out anytime soon.
That's good.
Dude, Melania was rough. I don't know how many attempts it took me, but I want to say I tried her for like an hour or two one night, and then the next day within an hour beat her. Something like that. Still not as crazy as Candy. Candy beat Melania in 2 tries, I want to say. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, no flex, but I beat like the hardest boss in Souls ever in 2 shots, so... We're doing electric turrets. Alright, so do we have... We did research nuclear things, didn't we? So we have nuclear reactors, but there's a... You said there's like a not a turbine, but like a centrifuge?
Yeah, so it should be under production. Yeah, it's centrifuge. It's right next to the science machine. So we're going to need...
Oh, the Covarex enrichment?
Well, it can do Covarex enrichment. It's also needed to even just get uranium-235 out of the raw ore.
Nuclear fuel reprocessing? Am I looking in the right spot?
That's... I mean, we already have all the tech we need to make nuclear power. Anything that's related to nuclear from here on out is just to make it more efficient or like recycling stuff.
Okay. So wait, oh, I think I was misunderstanding. So like the centrifuge is actually in our build menu already?
Yeah, it's a thing we can make.
Ah. Oh, we need concrete. So like, let me take a look here. I don't know if Priest actually had visibility rear. Are there... I don't think I see any centrifuges, do I?
No. His blueprint probably doesn't have them. That's the power plant itself.
Okay, so we would want it... So centrifuges would be doing something else.
Hi, Tal.
Oh, no, there they are. Okay, so he's got them in a little, like, circular thingy on the side here.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that is... Yes, that is set up for Covarex. So we're going to need to kind of kickstart it a bit. What's the word? Like, we need to get 40 of the bright green.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sun.
Dell, thank you for the 39 months. Holy shit, man. You have a great evening as well. Preventing... Yeah, exactly. We have to get rid of the bugs because they're preventing us from unionizing. Exactly, man. You understand. Thank you for the 39 months, Dell. It's extremely appreciated, man. You have a good night. Thank you, Dewo, for the reminder. Okay, so let's see. These centrifuges require a lot of shit to make.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Where is concrete? Right, so concrete was the iron ore, stone brick, and water. Is concrete something that we want to make, like, automatically somewhere?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, because we actually need that for the rocket launch pad thing, right?
Yeah, so it's going to be needed for the rocket pad. It's fun to lay down concrete as just paving.
Yeah. Bricks, iron ore, water. It is bricks. Yeah. Interesting. So... iron ore. Where's our iron ore coming from?
I can send some north if you want.
Yeah, like how many
Tell you
factories
what.
do you think we want to have doing this?
Probably just one.
Okay.
Unless we want to make like a ton of rocket silos.
Nah.
So let's get iron ore for you. Oops.
Oh, shit. Oh, no, that works. That totally works. I'm just going to have to...
Where dost want it? Feel free to rearrange as you see fit.
Thank you. Please excuse the spaghettis.
The spaghettis.
Spaghetti.
What makes it all worthwhile.
Indeed. Alright, so there's that.
Eh.
Wasn't there a restaurant kind of near where, like, you and I are called Spaghetti Freddy's some time ago?
Have you been there?
I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember that
I think there is.
I think that's the place they used to refer to as the pizza, or the spaghetti trough. Oh, fuck, what the hell? Wait, what?
Something's going on.
I think they're just systematically destroying our walls. Shit.
Oh, they're at the uranium mine again. All right.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, let me just put a bunch of crap in dump chests and then get walls.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh my god.
What do I actually
Fuck, you get stepped on? Dude, you always gotta avoid the Dimitrescu, otherwise it's gonna just get you, you know what I'm saying? Fuck.
All the rest is walls.
Wow, concrete actually takes a while to make. Shit.
It does. But we should not need a lot of it.
Yeah, dude, the bugs are super angry. You can't get yourself to study anymore?
Come to think of it,
Listen, man, sometimes the
nuclear
brain just
reactors
reaches
use
its limit,
concrete
you know?
as well. So,
Let's check on that. Oh, yeah, the reactors use 500 concrete? Holy fuck.
so yeah, but once we start making those, we probably will want more than...
Yeah, 500 copper plates, 500 steel, 500 advanced circuits, and 500 concrete. God damn. No worries, Bog. We'll see you, man. See you soon, when you get back. Oh, I understand. Okay. Shit, that mine is getting super ganked. Do we just need to add in like more turrets, or like should we like I'm wondering how we should like increase our power setup, you know what I mean? Like, should we do solar panels first with accumulators, or like should we just try to go straight for the nukes?
I think pursuing both at once is a good idea.
Okay. That is what I will do. Killer, I'm not sure I understand which Elden Ring creature you're cursing at. Stone sanctuary leg with freaking magic mortars. Oh! I don't think I remember that one. Shit. Let's see. I came up here for... what? Not the robots. Accumulators. There it is. Alright, if I remember right, for these things to really function the way we want, we need to have substations. So we need copper, steel, and advanced. Dude, it's funny you say that, Dio, because like I actually kind of find Factorio relaxing a lot of the time. You know what I mean? Other than when you hear the, like, darn. That's less relaxing, but, like, the rest of it is, I don't know, it's just like a very chill building game a lot of the time. Alright, I know I'm just doing, like, a shit ton of one-off construction thingies, but I feel like this is still...
Hey, if it gets the job done.
Yeah. Steel in the circuit, and now I need copper. Yeah, perfectionism can certainly, like, do a lot of harm in this game if you're, like, really getting concentrated on the, like, the perfectionist stuff. But otherwise, it's, I don't know. I think if you can let your brain embrace spaghettis, then you're all good. But the moment that you try to not embrace spaghettis, that's when your brain is going to be like, no. We're not allowed to play this game anymore. All right, all the engines are coming down here. That's right, that's right, that's right. What the fuck is going on? Oh, right, okay, so I forgot that I'm supplying you guys with steel specifically for that. All right, so we're using up more steel than we were previously.
Makes sense.
Because I added these laser turrets. Okay. Alright, let me go find a nice big open expanse of nothing. How about over to the right there? Duo, I think that's like a very good explanation, honestly. You know, like, games that have a certain amount of things that are beyond your control are calming in a way, because it's like you can't control those things, so like why try, right? But you can control other things, so like you concentrate on those, you know?
And it is true that trains are scary.
Trains are scary. Basically just giant, like, multi-ton bullets.
You're not wrong.
Where's the lie? Good luck, killer. Good luck with that burb. Alright. These trees, they gotta go. Alrighty. Now I gotta set
Video
up.
game trains tend to, you know, crash.
Tend to go burr.
Is burr the noise that things make when they go crash?
Yeah. Why not? I don't know if this is the most efficient setup for these things, but this is what I'm gonna do. Actually, this feels like ass. What am I doing?
I don't know, that elevator comment sounds an awful lot like Resident Evil.
If you play a game with an elevator, it will most likely just stop and the wires will snap. Yeah, same Dewo. Like, the adventure, you know, it very much feels like, you know, the adventure is the thing, at least in my mind. Like, the adventure is the thing that you really want to concentrate on, not the journey. Or the journey rather than the end. How is that said? Is that roughly correct? I don't remember. Something like that.
Elevators never snap in Resident Evil? Are there never any elevators in Resident Evil?
Boof killer.
No, what have I done? Oh, I just accidentally picked up stone. There are as many elevators as there are clandestine underground laboratory hidden in plain sight. So, kind of a lot.
The treasure the monsters who murdered us along the way. 1,000,000%. Yeah, the real treasures are the nat 20s we rolled along the way. There you go. Since Bloodhound Step is nerfed, I chose to use Knight's Resolve. And frankly, it's terrifying how much damage I can do with a single... What is Knight's Resolve? Is that the one that's like you pog slightly and then you pog more when you hit things? Boost AP for 1 attack. I'm assuming by AP you mean like attack power, yeah? Alright, I don't know if this is like the most efficient setup, but it's what I'm doing. Basically, it's one of those, the substations that is surrounded by accumulators.
That works.
And
It's,
then, yeah.
nice thing about that is it's tileable.
Yeah, so, well, it's that, and then also with solar panels surrounding.
Yep. So yeah, that is a panel heavy build, so it's not gonna last through the night, but that's fine. We got plenty of steam power to hold us through the night.
I figure that what I'll do is I will add like another thing that actually has the like there's basically just like a substation that is completely surrounded by accumulators for later. Your cat selling at walls again, dude. Our cat Floyd was like that. You know, it'd be like what we refer to as spaz o'clock, when the cat would lose his mind and just be like meow 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 out of fucking nowhere. God damn it! Stop locking me in here, you goddamn robots. Excuse me. Oh, I gotta get more subbies. Go fucking place that thing, you weirdo. Go. Thank you. Alright, I gotta put some of these guys up here. So I assume that there is like a golden ratio for these things, right?
Yeah, 25 solar panels to 21 accumulators.
How do you get rid of a, is it shift? To get rid of a blueprint that's sitting somewhere? Oh, it's the red thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can Alt-D it, or... what else? You can just, like, right-click it like you're chopping something down as well.
Okay. Come back to me, robots. Don't fly over there. Come back. I'm just gonna research all this shit.
Sounds good.
Man, it's so nice to have robots building shit for you.
Yes. I should get some of those. Where's the personal Roboboy factory?
I put down like a one-off and then fed it.
Ah, okay, so it's not continuously building.
Correct. Because I am scrubbly doubly.
Scrubbly doubly.
That was that. Where the fuck did I put the accumulator factory? Was it over this way? Accumulators! Where are you? Thinking hard, brain empty. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now, Dewo. Like, I can feel all the glycogen leaving my brain. Goodbye, glycogen. What the fuck is eating all my batteries? Okay, suddenly we're out of batteries.
What are we low on for those?
Oh, I know why. It's because... It's probably because I was making, Wait, are we low on batteries, though? I guess not. Really? Well, I suppose what would be eating the batteries is all these laser turrets.
Yeah.
Okay, so we could just increase production, I suppose. Because, like, I think we have the resources for it, and we're not using enough sulfuric acid to really, like, have a hard time.
Indeed, and even if we did, we could build more.
Yeah. What is dying? Dang it, man. These freaking... the bugs expanded down there. Shit. All right, so have you used the Spidertron before?
I have. It's been a while.
How good
It's
is
super
it?
cool. It's amazing.
Oh. I've heard things on the Reddit where people were talking about like they have building Spidertrons and then they also have like murder Spidertrons.
A lot depends what you put in it, because they've got a grid the same as Power Armor does. And so if you want to be just super speedy, you can put a bunch of legs in it. If you want lasers everywhere, you can put in laser defense and a bunch of power generation.
Oof, I'm sorry to hear that, Killer. Yikes.
I think they always have a rocket launcher, regardless of configuration.
Yeah, one of the things I remember seeing on the Reddit was people were saying like, oh, you got to be careful because like it will just explode your shit. Like it'll just like, or was it? Oh, it was when it has nuclear missiles on it.
Oh yeah. Because the range, the blast radius of a nuclear missile may well be larger than the range of a nuclear missile.
Yeah.
Or close to it.
No, right now I think I'm just happy with my builder armor. All these robots.
Robots.
Yeah, and also I haven't made any logistics robots yet. Because they require red circuits, and I just didn't really feel like making the thing for the red circuits. I will say I do miss the like robot explosion that we had towards the end of the last playthrough, where it was like just suddenly like 80 robots would flow forth from your body and just construct everything.
Indeed. So, for the one-offs, did you leave them or did you pick them up?
I think I picked them up.
Okay.
Yeah, because I literally just kind of sat there and like created the different components that I wanted.
Ah, gotcha.
I might have left the solar panel one there, but I don't remember. Let me get this closer to a circuit or to an electrical network, and then we'll hook this up to the main. No. Shit. Dang it. Trees getting in the way. Actually, this might connect it. So let's do that. Man, I didn't realize how quick substations were going to build.
A surplus of electrical engines anywhere?
Yes, there should be a chest that has a shit ton of them.
Excellent.
Yeah, if you keep... So go down and to the left a little bit. It's like right below the lube pipes. What was that? What was that you're doing?
I'm gonna get it on the bus.
Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, that chest has like a little over 1,000, I think. You need opinions on what, killer? Holy shit, man. I mean, that's up to you, dude. Do you like the spike damage from cold? Because, like, I feel like if you're going for... Like, I'll be real with you, man. I'm not really the best person to ask because, like, that's not really my domain. You know what I mean? Like, I'm much more into the Souls games for, like, the story and stuff like that. Like, the build, whatchamacallit, isn't really my shtick. Not build augmenting, what the hell would you call that? Optimization. It is nice to have multiple damage types, though. And the ability to inflict status effects is good. Yeah, and it very much depends on the weapon. So, like, you know, Frost makes you take more damage from enemy attacks as well. So with heavy weapons, that's probably not a bad idea to have something that will inflict Frost. It just might not inflict it as fast as you might like. Am I out of panels? I am out of panels. Holy shit. Alright, well, I guess we're just going to fill this in with accumulators and shit. There we go.
Next question. Do we have an established blue circuit factory?
No, I haven't even touched blues yet.
Alright.
Motherfucker. Shit. Yeah, Devo, they're definitely colossals. Holy shit, man. These accumulators are filling up really quick.
Good.
Yeah, Killer, what Devo is saying is correct. Like, you're going to get a lot more bonus out of heavy. Because that's just going to increase your strength scaling, whereas the magic thing is, like, it's good from time to time, but, like, the constant strength is going to be a bigger boon. Yes, same with what Devo just said as well. Like, if you look at how my character functions, my current character, because my old character functions basically the same way as yours does. I hit you once and then you die. You know, like, I don't go for little tiny pokes and stuff, whereas my current character is very pokey. What the fuck happened to my robots? Oh, there we go. So make sure these are all filled in. Chonk stonks. Yeah, you got the chonk stonks. Alright, so power production. What are we looking at here? God damn it. Freaking insects, dude. Dude, any buffs you can cast are going to be very, very good. It's just going to be more free damage. Well, I guess not free, but it'll be more damage you can deal. You know what I mean? Oh, it's so nice to have the robots go out and repair stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and replace. Oh, my God. Yeah, Killer, it's going to be kind of the same principles as Dark Souls 1, where, like, you know, your faith isn't going to give you a lot of damage bonus, but, like, that damage bonus still is not going to be bad. It's not going to be as good as if you were, you know, full-on faith. But I also feel like faith characters kind of need that shit, you know what I mean? How many jump heavies? Yeah, jump heavies are kind of the mainstay of any heavy build in Elden Ring, I feel like. Because the amount of stagger you put out is just, like, stupid. Like, I know that was kind of my bread and butter initiator on this Y-hander character. What was I looking to do here? So I'm going to come back here and grab some more solar panels, I think. Yeah. Oh, you got blues going?
Working on it.
Very good.
They're not building yet, but they will be soon. Keep running out of stuff, though.
Running out of stuff like materials, or...
The inserters, all the bits and pieces that I want to put down to make the factory.
Yeah.
Alright.
Jeez, man, these bugs are just relentless.
They are at that.
Alright, I should probably take off because it's like nearly 11 and I didn't really realize how late it was.
It is getting kind of late. But we got blue circuits going. We got the solar farm going. I think we got a lot of good stuff here.
Yeah. Agreed. Oh crap. Robot's locking me in here.
Yeah, that's the trouble with solar is you can't walk through it.
Yep. Don't place that there. Alright, good job. I mean, at the very least, we're pretty much charging all the accumulators we've got pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And even the new ones that I'm putting down are charging fairly quickly. I just don't know how long that's going to last once nighttime hits. So I feel like we want just like fields and fields of accumulators, right? To kind of like absorb all that extra energy that we could produce.
Yeah, yeah. And at a very, very rough even ratio is decent. I think the map that I've seen online is 25 to 21 panels to accumulators.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna jet.
Okie dokie.
All right, guys, thank you for chilling out with me tonight, and Allie. Yeah. Oops. What'd I do? That's not what I wanted. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. I am just going to take off. We're not going to be raiding anybody because I'm way too fucking tired for that shit. Have a very good evening. Love your faces, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye, guys. Check you later.